Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kinesis. Today I'll be taking you through a lower body stretching routine. Ideally, you should be doing flexibility exercises such as these at least 2 to 3 days a week to improve your range of motion. Static and PNF stretches, such as the ones you will learn today, should be done after your runs or on a rest day. Each stretch should be held for at least 30 seconds, 60 seconds if you have time to pause the video and enjoy a longer hold. 30 seconds is necessary for maintenance of current flexibility, and longer holds will help you to improve your flexibility. All you need today is a stretching strap, a mat, and a safe place to move. All right, let's get started with the calf. We're going to stretch into the gastrocnemius first by keeping that back leg straight. Maybe stepping that back leg back about 2 feet from the forward foot. Keep a bend in the forward knee. Tall through the spine. Tuck that tailbone to open up the hips on the left leg, that straight leg. And it's very important that you keep that heel down. Stretch through the whole entire back line of the left leg, including the front of the leg on the hips. Maybe wiggle those toes up. Make sure that you have all of your pressure into the back of the foot. And time. Bring that left foot forward a little bit and then bend the knee. Now we're going to focus on stretching into the soleus and the Achilles tendon. So always remember to do the straight leg a little bit further back, and then to bring that foot just a little bit forward and bend the knee. You want to do both variations in order to stretch both parts of your calf muscle, alongside the other tiny muscles that are beneath those two primary muscles. All right, let's do the other leg. Stepping it forward with that left leg. Feet are parallel. Your core is engaged even when stretching. I'm sorry, you don't really get much of a break. We still want to keep our core engaged and active to support the lower back. Straightening that right leg. Simultaneously getting a hip stretch on the front of that right leg. And making our little adjustment for our soleus variation. Keeping a little bend in that back knee, well, both knees. Try to melt any tension away that you might be holding in your upper body, in the shoulders, neck, jaw. Sometimes when a stretch gets hard, I tend to clench my jaw. So I don't know if I'm weird and maybe nobody else does this, but maybe just open your mouth, do a little yawn, and let all of that tension go. Okay, so now we are going to open up the hip flexors with a reverse lunge, stepping back with the right foot. You are on the ball of the right foot. Make sure you have a soft micro bend in the back leg so you are not locking out the leg. And then you're going to twist. Inhale to grow tall, exhale to rotate into the stretch, into the twist. Here we go, 30 seconds. So finding length in your spine, inhaling here, and then exhaling to twist. Binding the right hand to the outside of the left thigh, and then outstretching the left arm, and pretending like you are high-fiving someone, you are going to extend your wrist. Make sure that left knee is about on top of the left ankle. Good job. We are going to do the other side. So now more than ever, the year of 2020 and 2021, hopefully things get better, We have been sitting so much, whether you are a teacher or a student or working from home. We put so much stress on our body when we sit all day, and our hip flexors get really tight. So it's so good to counter that with stretching. And come on out of that. Moving on, we are going to stretch into the IT band and the tensor fasciae latae, TFL. So it's also known as that right over left stretch, where you have your feet in line with each other, and then you round down through your spine, aiming your hands in the direction of the instep of your foot. So I'll walk you through it. Inhale, the arms sweep overhead. Exhale, round down through your spine to your back leg. So the front leg is bent. The back leg is straight. You are sending your hips back and to the side to help get a nice stretch along the lateral side of your leg. That means the outside of the leg. Try to relax the upper body, the neck. Keep your feet parallel right next to each other and then roll up through the spine. This time crossing your other leg in front. Feet are parallel. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, roll down through your spine. And bring your hands together, aiming in the direction of the instep of your straight leg's foot. It's okay if your hands do not make contact to the mat, but you are going in that direction. Stretching into the side of that leg, pressing your hips back. And that was a very, very quick 30 seconds. Moving on, we come to our back for our hamstring sequence. You will need some sort of a strap. Hold the back of your left leg, and we're going to floss that leg up and down. You can keep the right leg straight or bent here. If you have it straight, that's always an option. I'll take that option later, but keeping the leg bent will help you if you have lower back issues or really tight hamstrings. So pick whatever works for you. Now you're going to hold that leg straight and place your band on the sole of that foot. We are going to contract our muscles like we are bringing our leg towards the ground, and we are going to hold that for 6 seconds like we're pressing the band away, bringing our leg down to the ground. Contracting right now for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Immediately try to release. Stretch into the back of that leg. Stretch into the hamstring for 6 seconds. And we repeat that 2 more rounds. Contracting right now for 6 seconds. And releasing, pulling your leg closer to you by using your arms, pulling that band, and contract. Leg goes away from you. And relax. And now we are going to hold the stretch statically for 30 seconds. Starting right now. Dorsiflexing that ankle. Toes towards the shin. Remember, you can take the option with the right leg of bending it or straightening it. Trying to melt your rib cage, your neck, your head, all towards the mat. Releasing, letting any tension in the upper body go. Completely focusing your attention on the hamstring and the calf here. And you've made it through one side. Take the strap off. We're going to start with flossing that right leg this time up towards the sky, lubricating that hamstring, the knee joint. Lengthening the back of the neck along the mat. Sometimes I have to lift my head up, tuck my chin a wee bit, and then set my neck back down. So just check in with your body here. See what it needs. Okay, here we go. Straightening that right leg with the strap on the sole of the foot. We do 3 rounds of our contract, relax, PNF stretch. And round 2, 6 seconds contracting. And 6 seconds to release deeper into the stretch. And push the band away. Push the leg like you are trying to bring it down to the ground, but the band is not going to let it. And relax. Bring your leg closer towards you. And that was our 3rd round. So now you are going to hold that 30-second stretch. Side note, whenever we are stretching the hamstrings, we want to have our legs straight. Dorsiflexed ankle, if possible, will help you to really open the back of that leg. And we want to relax our tailbone. We never want to tuck it. We want to relax it towards the earth beneath us to really anchor the hips so we could get the best stretch possible on the back of the leg. And our time is up. Remove the band. Time to stretch into the Piriformis. This is also known as the figure 4 stretch. Bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh so the ankle clears the thigh. Pressing that left knee away. You could either stay there with the right foot on the ground or use your deep abdominal muscles to pull that shape closer towards your head, towards your chest. Dorsiflexing through both of your ankles, especially the left one, and then interlacing your fingers behind the back of the right thigh if this is available to you. You do not have to take every option. And gently pulling that shape closer towards you using your biceps. Relaxing the upper body. Melting your rib cage down towards the mat. Feeling the stretch in the gluteal muscles. And other side. So pick any option that worked for you on that other side and repeat it on this leg. Dorsiflexing your right ankle, pressing the right leg away. That will help you to keep your hips even, keeping the hips from hiking. Interlace the fingers behind the back of the left thigh. Use your abdominal muscles to pull that shape closer to you for more intense of a stretch. And you can always choose to press that right forearm into the right inner thigh to help intensify the stretch, making it a little bit deeper. And roll up and onto your belly for the quadriceps stretch. Rest your forehead on your right forearm. Press your pelvis into the mat and pull your belly towards your spine as you bring the left leg back towards your bum. Hold either the top of the foot or the ankle for our contract, relax. Right now, 6 seconds contracting the quads, pressing into your hand, and then 6 seconds drawing the leg closer to your bum. Press away for 6 and release into the quad stretch for 6 seconds, going a little deeper every time. Press away and release, and we hold this one for a 30-second static stretch. Starting my timer just about now. Things to think about. When you're doing that PNF, contract, relax, or when you're doing the static stretch, I want you to pull your belly up towards your spine, engaging your core. Press the pelvis into the mat by tucking the tailbone and engaging your gluteal muscles, because you don't want a space on the front of your hips when you are stretching into the quad muscles. And we are about to move to our other side. Bring that left leg back to the mat slowly. And now you are going to rest your forehead on your left forearm. And capture the back of the right ankle or top of the foot with your right hand. Press away for 6 seconds into your hand. And release into the stretch for 6. Press away. And heel towards the bum, creating an open space in the front of the hips. Press away, very last time here. And towards your bum, hold for the 30-second stretch. So yes, again, you are creating tone in the back of the hips, in the glutes and the hamstrings, but you are opening and lengthening the front of the hips and the quadriceps muscles, all 4 of them. Trying to focus on your breathing, on the stretch, and on releasing tension anywhere else in your body. Very nice. Release that leg to the ground. And come to a half kneeling adductor stretch by bringing that left foot in line with your right knee, walking the foot out so it's a bit in front of the knee, pressing your hips forward, opening the hips as you press into the stretch, shifting your weight to the left, coming up center. Breath to movement. Inhale, exhale. Stretching into the adductor muscles, which are also known as the inner thighs. This will help you to increase mobility in the hips, improve flexibility in your adductor muscles, and now we are going to do a side bend. So from here, we're holding this for 30 seconds, reaching that right arm up, palm facing down, opening the lat, the quadratus lumborum, the obliques on the right side body. Still engaging your glutes to help open the front of the hips. And windmill your arms back to home. We are going to do the other side, but of course, we have to even ourselves out. Never do one side and not the other. Knee is in line with that foot. 10 dynamic presses in and out of the stretch. Inhale, exhale, through the nose and out the mouth. And we are going to hold it on this next one, pressing into the stretch as deep as you can go without horrible pain, just to the point of tightness and slight discomfort. Reaching that left arm up and over, stretching into the left side body, binding your other forearm to the top of your thigh. And coming out of it. And we are going to come to quadruped, 4 points of contact. Shoulders above the wrist, knee beneath the hips. Outstretching that left leg to the side, keeping the toes forward, being neutral in the hip socket. Shift your weight forwards and backwards. It's kind of like child's pose, shifting back into a child's pose variation with a straight, extended left leg. You can curl the right toes or keep them untucked. Now you're going to sit back and externally rotate that extended leg from the hip socket. That's where the rotation originates, all the way down the leg, through the foot. Toes are up towards the sky. Now shift your body weight forwards. Coming back to quadruped, the toes come back down. Reach the right elbow up and thread the needle by bringing it through that window of space you have created with your body. The right palm is up, and you have the option of taking that left arm and stretching it overhead, palm facing down. So this is called thread the needle. with an adductor stretch. Kind of a weird shape you're creating, but I think it feels lovely. You're stretching the back of your shoulder on that right arm and press out of it. Back to quadruped. Other side, I'm going to show you from a different angle. Reach your right leg out to the side in line with your body, in line with that hip. Send your weight forwards and backwards, towards your heel and forwards. So I am no longer mirroring you. Make sure you are not doing the same side twice, and that you have your right leg outstretched to the side. Now you're going to externally rotate that leg, toes towards the sky, sit back as far as you can into your child's pose with an extended leg, reaching your arms forwards, stretching into the back. And then coming back through center, thread the needle. Draw that left arm up and through the window of space, opening up the back of the left shoulder, working into those external rotator muscles, giving them a break, and reaching your right arm overhead, palm facing down. Rotating that neck so you are resting on your left ear. Pressing yourself out of the stretch and sending yourself into a wide-legged child's pose, sending your knees out further to the side, bringing your toes together, anchoring your hips down towards your heels and reaching your arms actively in front of you. If it feels good, adding a gentle rocking motion from side to side, shifting your weight into the left side of the pelvis and into the right. This will help you to stretch into the lat muscle of your back. You can also bring your palms to the sky. That will also help you to open up the lat muscle and create a little bit of external rotation at your shoulders. And that wraps up the lower body stretching routine. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. Remember to revisit this video at least twice a week following your runs, cross-training, or on your recovery days. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram if you'd like to join future workouts and unlock all of the beautiful ways your body can move.